reading in my Bible. I'm getting ready to do what we're calling GodCast. Oh, I'm Pastor Susan. Yeah, I'm here at Messiah Lutheran Church, and I'm going to start doing a series of stories from the Bible so that we can hear together who and how God is. And the reason we do that is to figure out who and how God would like us to be. It's like an adventure about that. And the storybook we're going to use is the Bible. It's full of adventures, full of stories. We're going to start at the very beginning of the Bible. The very first book is called Genesis, and the very first story in the very first book is about God making the world. Well, that's an adventure. God made everything. The mountains, the trees, rivers. Do you like the sound of a river? So God made sound. God made the stars that shine at night along with the moon. They're probably partners. And God made the sun, and God gave all of that names. What can you make? Do you ever, let me see, do you ever make your bed in the morning? I make mine first thing. I pull up the sheets, I fluff the pillows, and then I cover the pillows with the little blanket. It's very cozy to look at. Oh, that's right. Do you ever make lunch? Do you sometimes try to fix what you're going to take to school, or if you're going to visit somebody, maybe a friend or a relative, a grandparent, and you make your lunch? Yeah, I like to do that. When I make my lunch, I almost always include an apple. Yeah, that's right. God made those too. Apples, oranges, bananas. Do you have a favorite fruit? How about a favorite vegetable? My favorite's broccoli. Well, in any case, God made all of that. Let's see, what else? Oh, I know. Can you make a friend? Yeah, that's a great thing to make. So you can make a bed, you can make lunch, you can make all kinds of things, and that's with your hands, but also when you make a friend, you're making something with your heart. That's kind of the story of Genesis and God making everything. God made everything out of the love in God's heart. And then there it was. Wow. Well, I can make a picture. I'll show it to you. Can you see it? It's a picture of my dog, Jack. It's not a very good picture. In fact, if I hadn't told you it was a dog, you might have thought, oh, is that a dinosaur with a pokey ear? Or maybe it's a cat. I didn't make a very good picture. I'm a little disappointed. It's got a lot of colors in it. I'm not a very good drawer. Some things we make aren't very good. Sometimes we make a mess. Well, messes can be fun. Or maybe you can make a mistake. That feels kind of crummy sometimes. At least it does to me. Maybe not to you. The interesting thing about the Bible story, well, is that everything God made was good. Yeah. In fact, after making something, God would stand back, take a look at it, and say, that's good, that's very good. And the thing that God was most pleased with was making people. Yep, Adam and Eve, they were the first two. God made them out of God's heart and hands. It was a very wonderful thing. And guess what? God made you. And God sees that when God made you, that you too like the very first people, are very good. There's an old song that I used to sing when I was a kid. It goes like this. My voice is a little froggy, so you'll have to forgive me. Are you ready? Okay. Look at me, don't you see? No one else has a nose like me. I'm as happy as can be, 'cause God made me. You can sing that along with me the next time. I'll sing it a little slower. Would that be helpful? Well, in any case, how about God made me my chin? Okay. Look at me, don't you see? No one else has a chin like me. I'm as happy as can be, 'cause God made me. It's really nice to remember that when God made you, God said you were so great. I like to remember that, especially on those days when I don't feel very good. It's nice to remember that God made me. You can even make the song silly. We'll do that sometime. I know some really silly verses to that. Okay, keep that in mind. The best thing that God makes are people. Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, friends, teachers, even pastors like me. And God knows that God did an absolutely great job in making everyone. So that's who and how God is. God makes, and God knows that everything that God makes is good. So how does that make us how to do and be in God's world? Well, God hopes that whenever you and I meet somebody, maybe for the first time or many, many times, that we look at the other person and think to ourselves, God made them, and they're good. That's especially helpful when we look at somebody that we may not necessarily like, and we think to ourselves, God made them, and God thinks they're good. So, I can be kind. You can make something with your heart and your hands. Will you pray with me? Oh, you don't need to close your eyes. You don't even need to do this with your hands. You can just sit, breathe just a little bit. Dear God, thank you for making me. Thank you for making rivers and trees and mountains and cats and dogs. Thank you for all the things that you make, but thank you, and especially thank you for making me and others. Help me to remember that you made everything and everyone and said that they were good. We're on our adventure. See you later. Bye.